Draw in Rostov. It leaves Serbia top of the group after the opening games then in Group E. We're really going to try our hardest not to talk about VAR the whole time, every day. But at the moment, we still have to, Gary, because we've got another incident here with the nature of the Switzerland equaliser.
Yeah, I think it's first and foremost, when the goal first happened, we never thought anything of the foul. I was thinking about great delivery. I was thinking about maybe is it too close to the goalkeeper? Should he come out for it? I was thinking Miranda. I've been there myself as a defender where you're not side on, your shoulders got your back to play, you get under it. And that's all we were thinking in the initial phase. And then until you see the replays, and particularly one replay that we'll see in a bit. But the first thing, the delivery is fantastic. It's flat. I just think sometimes it's 3 yards out. Can you expect your goalkeeper to come and be 2 or 3 yards off the line to start with? Miranda.
This is the angle.
There. That's the one that made us think, oh.
There. For me.
So for you two, Ian, that's you as well. That's a definite push. That's a definite.
You know
foul.
what? If we didn't have VAR and that goal's given, and you think, well, could have given a foul there.
Yeah.
But now we've got VAR, and he's in there to see that push. That's a push. That's a foul. That's for me. Once we see the replay, that's clear and obvious for me.
Right. So foul. Slaven.
It's one of them. It's one of them that even we can't help. It's one of them. If I was Brazil manager, I would ask for a foul with a reason.
Yeah.
If I was Swiss manager, I would say no foul. So it's one of them.
You're sounding very neutral there, Slaven.
To be fair, I don't care. I'm not getting angry. Why should I?
VAR's done to the game. Look at it.
I would rather talk about Coutinho's goal.
Yeah. No, I accept that. But listen, there's just an interesting point of protocol. Quickly, you and then Mark Platberg. Foul?
I think it's a foul, yeah.
You think so? All right. Mark, Slaven doesn't really care. I think what's interesting is that what is one person's clear and obvious error is not a clear and obvious error for another person. And presumably the video referee in the booth has decided that that is not a clear and obvious error. That's the only thing we can deduce.
I'm just surprised because when we've got the images, a few seconds after the incident, you can clearly see the attacker's got a hold of the defender's arm and he pushes him in the back, which stops him the ability for the defender to play the ball. So therefore, it's a foul. But the process is completely flawed because it automatically goes to the video referee. Because it's a goal, the video referee will review all the angles. He'll have all the angles available in a short space of time. He's deemed that not a foul. Okay, but as a referee, I would rather go to the side of the pitch, which happened in the Costa Rica-Serbia match with the flailing arm, at least give the referee a second opinion. Because like the Brazil players, what they've seen on the big screen, they've clearly seen the push. And that's what the referee needs, the second opinion to have a look and to put the decision correct.
OK, the interesting thing is there is still individual value judgments in this, which is probably quite reassuring in a way.
Yeah, I think because we all like a debate. We see the game differently. We're all obviously ex-players agreeing that it's a foul or not a foul, and that's
not caring.
Not caring. But I think we still love that part of the game, human error.
All right, let's talk about something you do care about, which is skill. What a wonderful goal from Coutinho. Oh. That's lit up the World Cup, Slaven.
That was a brilliant goal. We can talk about Shaqiri. He's not in the right position. He's a bit lazy there. He's too optimistic to be in a good position if they get a ball. They didn't, but when we talk about this situation, okay, 10% we can talk about Shaqiri or whoever should have been closer to Coutinho, but look at this, from this angle especially, look at this.
You know, you think
it's amazing.
Thinking of Brazil and old Brazil, you score a goal like that, it's a great goal, it's an inspiring goal, the crowd should be up. I thought the crowd were pretty quiet as well today, not very into the game, but Brazil then just kind of like stepped back and just passed the ball around, didn't look too threatening. It was quite disappointing.
I said that after. I don't know why he's not on free kicks. There's obviously a hierarchy with these superstar players that they have to have the free kick. Because Coutinho, honestly, I think he'd be better on free kicks than Neymar.
What about the way that Brazil, as Ian said, just almost sort of started to play within themselves, didn't they? Almost withdrew once they'd gone in front.
Which was the biggest disappointment of the night. They get their goal in front after 20 minutes. You're thinking, no, go and play with freedom. We gave them a big build-up before the game. Neymar and all these boys, they just drop back. You're thinking, no, just the best way of winning the game, I think, is getting another goal. But we're going to be critical of Brazil, but give Switzerland credit. Honestly, they stuck to their guns. We felt just for half-time they were getting a grip in midfield and they get more possession and got stronger as the game went on, and they'll be delighted, and they certainly deserved at least a point in the game.
Yep, and they withstood some late chances, didn't they? Which Brazil sort of forced, really, didn't they, Slaven, in more ways than one?
They forced the chances, and the most of those chances came not in the Brazilian way. No. They came from the free kicks and all that. Brazil, you know, we were talking at the halftime how organized they are, and they are. But they have one problem when they come back deeper on their half, is that front players, Coutinho, Neymar, Jesus, and William, they're not actually ball takers. So they're behind the ball. But Switzerland, on 1-1, it was 1-1, could keep the ball on Brazilian half for ages. Yeah. For ages and ages, because they can't, they're not ball takers.
Yeah. Let's not be melodramatic about it. I mean, Germany have lost, that's a real blow. But Brazil have only, it's a draw, Gary. You know, they've got plenty of time to get better. There'll be a lot that they can look at and think, we know where we need to improve.
I mean, Argentina, Spain, a lot of the fancy teams have drawn, and you would argue slow starts and building the way into the tournament. I wouldn't be panicking if I was Brazil tonight, because there are a lot of good things in that game from them. Yeah.
Ian, what do you think? I mean, they know, listen, you're never going to win it in the opening game. You can lose it by making a mess of it, but they'll know where the road ahead has to go.
Yeah, and they know, and I'm sure, like Neymar as well, he's probably going to try and ease himself in and build his way into it. Like, we've seen Ronaldo hit the ground running, bang, flying. We've seen Messi not hit the ground running, and we've seen Neymar now kind of on the periphery of the game. But still think that Brazil will be very much fancied, because they'll just build themselves into the tournament.
Yeah. Brilliant goal, nevertheless, from Coutinho. One to savour in the World Cup as we take a final break. So England are in Volgograd for their first match against Tunisia. Gabriel Clark is with the squad as Gareth Southgate fine-tunes his team ahead of their opener.
They're ready. They know the way that we want to play. I'm confident they'll perform well.
Well, England chose to have their final training session at base camp in Rapino before heading southeast to the heat of Volgograd. But it should be a reasonable 20 degrees at kick-off time. After Beckham, Gerrard and Rooney, the honour and the burden of captaining his nation at a World Cup belongs to Harry Kane. England have been keen not to overstate the captain's importance, but what a bonus it would be if he could come good at a tournament.
What have you worked on to ensure that you're able to perform to your best at this tournament?
Yeah, well, obviously it's a new squad, new ideas, new way of playing. We want to attack this tournament, create chances, we want to score goals, and the friendlies, I think we've done that well, the way we played, the runners we got in behind, and I think that's all important. That will definitely help me get some space and hopefully get some chances as well.
Tunisia did train in the Volgograd arena. In their warm-up matches, they drew with Portugal and held Spain for 85 minutes. Tonight, their coach singled out Dele Alli for special praise, and he set his team a target of a place in the quarterfinals.
Tunisia are a very good team. They use the ball very well. So we've got to be tactically correct. We've got to play in the style that we've been playing in the lead up to this tournament and have belief in what we're doing.
We're going to have to be patient. You know, they defend very well. They're solid at the back. If we do have a lot of possession, we have to make sure we're not forcing it. We have to stick together as a team.
Gareth Southgate's achieved his first objective, a happy preparation camp designed to fine-tune a clear system of play and to dilute some of the pressure that always seems to suffocate England teams. Now to do that rare thing and win an opening match.
I don't think we can put a limit on what's possible for us this tournament. We've got a young, hungry team with experienced players as well. We don't want to say we can get to the quarters or the semis. We want to come here believing we can win it.
We're here to attack the tournament. I don't want them to look back and think, I wish I'd tried things. I wish I'd had a go at more. I wish I'd really expressed the full level of my talent. And without doing that, you never know how good you might be in life.
England's record in opening games in major championships this century is terrible, Gary. 1 win in 8. I know you won't be able to tell me why, because you played in quite a few of them, but the truth is it puts you on a lot of pressure, doesn't it? And that's the history of England, if you do start averagely.
Yeah, you go into the game thinking you have to win your first game, thinking that you want to get off to a good start, and it's very rarely happened for England. And you've seen, obviously, a few of the favourites of this tournament not start well. What I would say is that there's lads like Maguire, Trippier, Dele Alli, Jesse Lingard, Pickford that are playing their first ever game in a World Cup, and what I would hope tomorrow is that they settle into the tournament well, because you can't qualify in your first game, but what you can do is really create anxiety and nerves if things don't go well. So I just hope that they go through the game comfortably and that those young lads in particular can settle in.
Bang the drum for England then, Ian.
Well, when you listen to Gareth and Gareth saying they're ready, he's confident that they're ready. You're hearing the words confidence, new ideas, patience. You're in Delhi saying that they want to win it. Of course, you want to hear those things, but then what you want to do against a Tunisia side that's going to be probably really quite resolute is you want to see those things in action. It's very easy with the preparation that they've had up to this point, and it looks all really good. That when they go out there, we see all those things, and that's what I'm hoping for. Because I'm just as nervous as anybody else.
Everything's been good up so far. All the vibe is right. Everything coming out of the camp is right. But
doesn't matter.
Talk is cheap.
Doesn't matter. You hear a lot of nonsense about everyone's happy and relaxed. Listen, when the game starts, for England to go far in this World Cup, Kane has to perform. To me, there's too many question marks over the other England players. Kane has to produce.
It's a big game for England tomorrow, because it's a new team, it's a new manager, it's a young team. It's not the same like Brazil drew today. Germany lost, but nobody doubts that they are good and they're going to come back. So in England, you're still not sure are they good. Yeah. It's a young team, so it's more than 3 points for them tomorrow. Yeah. It's more than 3 points. They have to have a good start. If they win, everything's possible.
And that's why, because it's a young team, that's why it is different to Germany losing to Brazil drawing, isn't it?
It is, but you got to remember a few of those lads have had really bad experiences a couple of years ago against Iceland, and what you hope is that they've matured and they've got some experience and they've grown from that. That's what you want to see, is that they progress. Young players, you don't expect everything to be perfect, but you want them to continue to get better. And those lads tomorrow, they come out of a really poor experience, so let's hope they can put it right.
Thank you very much indeed, gents. Thank you. Our next live game is Sweden against South Korea, 12:30 on ITV tomorrow lunchtime. Now, that's even more significant, bearing in mind Germany's defeat today. Henrik Larsson will be here with Patrice Evra and Ryan Giggs. At 10:45 tomorrow night, we'll have highlights of England-Tunisia. We'll have Gary's verdict, as well as the views of the Republic of Ireland manager Martin O'Neill and Lee Dixon as well. So a surprising day in Russia. Germany beaten, Brazil held. Tomorrow the wait is over for Gareth Southgate's England. Good night.
We got a problem.